this video, we are going to explain about a project titled Comparative Analysis of Different Machine Learning Algorithms on Different Datasets. This project that delves into exciting realm of machine learning through comprehensive comparative analysis of various algorithms on distinct datasets like hard, crop, and student. And this ambitious project, we aim to unlock the full potential of different machine learning approaches by scrutinizing their performance across the diverse domains. Our project will delve into the support vector machine, KNN, random forest, decision tree classifier, logistic regression, XGBoost, voting classifier, AdaBoost, bagging classifier, and NeoBase, evaluating the strength and the weakness on the each dataset. The objective of this project is to conduct an in-depth comparative analysis of various machine learning algorithms on the three diverse datasets like of hard, crop, and student. We aim to identify the strength and the weakness of each algorithm in handling the specific data type and the scenarios. By implementing the support vector machine, KNN, random forest, decision tree, logistic regression, XGBoost, voting classifier, AdaBoost, bagging classifier, and NeoBase on these datasets will rigorously evaluate on the performance metrics and predictive capabilities. Through this analysis, we aspire to provide the valuable insight into the optimal usage of each algorithm and the real-world applications. Ultimately, our findings will enable the decision makers and the data scientists to make the informed choices collecting and selecting the deploying machine learning solution. And these are the basic requirements that are needed to build this project. The software requirements are Python IDE with version of 3.7, Anaconda with version of 3.7 or Jupyter Notebook. Hardware requirements are operating system as Windows, processor of minimum Intel i3, RAM of minimum 4 GB, hard disk of minimum 250 GB. And to know about the project, these are the steps we need to discuss. The first one is importing the libraries. In this step, we import the essential Python libraries like pandas, numpy, sknr, matplotlib, flash, etc. to facilitate the data manipulation, visualization, and the machine learning model building. These libraries provide a foundation for the data handling and enable us to implement the various algorithms efficiently. And the second one is importing the dataset. Here we are importing three datasets. They are related to the crops, heart, and the student. Are imported using the appropriate data loading technique such as pandas read CSV. Each dataset contains the features and the corresponding target available and essential for the training and the evaluating of the machine learning model. And here the next step is model building. Here in this model building, we are building the model for the three different types of dataset for the crop and heart and the student. For every dataset, we are using same number of algorithms and of same algorithms we use it. And for the crop, we use it. The first one is support vector machine. It is a powerful supervised learning algorithm used for the classification as well as regression tasks. SVM aims to find the optimal hyperplane that best separates the data points into the different classes. It works by maximizing the margin between the two closest data points of the different classes. SVM can handle both the linear and the non-linear classification problem through the use of kernels. The choice of kernel transforms the data into the higher dimensional space, making it possible to separate the non-linear separable data. SVM is effective in highly dimensional space and is robust against the overfitting, making it a popular choice for the various real-world applications. And the second one is k-nearest neighbor. It is a simple instance-based learning algorithm used for the classification task. It predicts the class of an instance based on the majority class among its k-nearest neighbor in the feature space. The algorithm calculates the distance between the input data point and all the other points in the training set to identify the k-nearest neighbor. The class label of the input data is then determined based on the majority oath of these neighbors. KNN is particularly used dealing with the local cluster data and works with small number of features. And the third one is random forest. It is an ensemble learning method that builds the multiple decision trees during the training process. Each tree is trained on the randomly selected subset of the training data and the features known as bagging. Final prediction is made by combining the prediction of all the individual trees through the voting. Random forests reduce the overfitting, increases the prediction accuracy, and handle the large data set with the high dimensionality. It is robust against the outliers and the missing values, making it a versatile algorithm suitable for the classification as well as for regression tasks. And the next one is decision tree classifier. It is a tree-based supervised learning algorithm used for the classification task. It creates a tree-like structure where each internal node represents a decision based on the feature and each leaf node represents the class label. The tree is constructed by recursively partitioning the data into the subsets based on the most informative feature at each level. And the next one is logistic regression. It is a linear model used for the binary and the multi-classification tasks. Despite its name, it is a classification algorithm. Logistic regression estimates the probability that any instance belongs to the particular class using the logistic function. If the probability is above a threshold, the instance is classified into the one class. Otherwise, it belongs to the other class. It is interpretable, computationally efficient, and suitable for the situations where the linearly separable data. And the next one is XGBoost. XGBoost stands for Extreme Gradient Boosting. It is an optimized and highly efficient gradient boosting algorithm. It is an extension of gradient boosting method and is known for its exceptional performance and the predictive power. XGBoost employs the boosting where the weak learners are sequentially added to the model, where each focusing on the correcting the errors of its predecessor. The algorithm uses the regularization technique to prevent the overfitting and the parallel processing to speed up the training. XGBoost is widely used in the data science competition and real-world applications due to its high accuracy and the efficiency. And the next one is voting regressor. It is an ensemble learning technique used for the regression task. It combines the predictions from the multiple regression models and calculates the average or the weighted average to make the final prediction. It is beneficial when individual regression models perform well on the different subset of the data when their errors cancel each other out. And the next one is AdaBoost. AdaBoost is an ensemble learning algorithm that sequentially trains a series of weak learners and assigns the higher weights to the misclassified instance in each iteration. The subsequent weak learners focus more on the misclassified data point, gradually improving the overall performance of the model. It is particularly effective when used with the decision tree as a weak learner and can apply to both the classification as well as of regression tasks. And the next one is bagging classifier. It is an ensemble learning technique that trains the multiple models independently on the different subsets of the training data obtained through bootstrapping. The final prediction is made by combining the prediction of all individual models through voting for the classification task or averaging for the regression task. Bagging classifier helps to reduce the variance and improve the model generalization by leveraging the wisdom of crowd. And the next one is of Bayes. It is a probabilistic classification algorithm based on the Bayes theorem. With the assumption of the feature independence, despite its simplicity, it is widely used in the test classification and of other domains. Bayes calculates the probability of an instance belonging to the certain class given its feature values. The class with the highest probability is chosen as a predicted class, although the independence assumption not hold in practice. Bayes often performs surprisingly well when compared to that of highly dimensional and sparse data. And in the same way, we need to apply all these algorithms on the hard data set too, and in the same way for the student data set too. And the next step is training the model. The data set is split into the training and the testing subset. The models are trained using the training data to learn the underlying pattern and the relationship between the feature and the label. And the next one is user gives the input. We implement a Flash web application to allow the users to input the data for the prediction. Users provide the input value for the relevant features through the user-friendly interface. And the next step is the given input is pre-processed for prediction. The user input is pre-processed to ensure it aligns with the format used during the training. Pre-processing includes of handling the missing value, scaling, and coding the categorical variable, and the necessary data transformation. And the next step is trained model is used for the prediction. The pre-processed input is fed into the trained model, where each algorithm predicts the class or outcome for the input data based on the learned pattern during the training. And the last one is final outcome is displayed. The predictions from all the algorithms are collected and displayed to the user. This outcome provides the insight into how each model performs on the given input and allows the user to make the informed decision based on the prediction. And the execution of the project. To execute the project, first we need to open the code folder. And this is the code folder containing of various files within it. The dataset folder containing of 3 datasets the uses and a testing dataset too. And the static folder containing of folders like CSS, JavaScript, font, images, web fonts and CSS and it. And the template folder containing of HTML documents typically include offers, home, index, predict, result, sign in and sign up pages within it. And the app is an py file which likely contain the information related to the front-end logic. It includes the code written in Python that handles the server-side operations such as processing the user request, interacting with the database and generating the dynamic content that to be rendered in the HTML template. And hard, crop and of notebook and student all or the IPYNB file which contains the combination of code, graph and output all in one place. It allows the user to write and execute the code in individual cells, making it a popular choice for the data science. And the signup.db is a file appeared to be the database file used to store the user information. And for the execution of the project, first we need to copy this code folder path and then open the Anaconda prompt. Here first we need to change the location of the disk to F because our code folder is present in F disk. Then write a command cd space and paste this code folder path. By this it will change the current directory to the code folder path. And then click on the enter button. Here we need to write a command that is python space app.py. By using this command, it will execute the Python script and perform the runtime check for any syntax errors or the logical issues. And then click on the enter button. After running this app.py file, the Flash framework will host the application locally at the default address like this. We need to copy this link and paste it on any of the web browser of our choice, and I prefer to use the Google Chrome. I'm pasting this link and then click on the enter button. Here we can see this is the dataset and click on the sign up button. Here we redirected to this page containing of some necessary details that are need to be filled to create an account. But my account is already created, that's why I'm using the sign in button. By signing button, it will redirect it to the sign in page containing of username and password, and we need to fill those details of username and password and then click on the login button. Here it will redirect it to this page containing of crop yield prediction using the machine learning algorithm. Here we need to click on the choose file button and then click on the text file and then click on the open button and then click on the upload button. Here they predicted as the result for the given input, the prediction would be of 7492.737 and the yield should be of 0.074. And by using the try again button, we redirect back to this file and here we can choose the other file too. And here I am clicking on the choose file button and selecting the test file and then click on the open button and then click on upload button. Here I predicted with the other result as of 8118 with a yield of 0.08. In this way we can predict the result of the crop yield by using the machine learning algorithm. And then click on the home page. Here it will redirect it to home page and then click on the student placement prediction. Here we can view the details of sex as of male or female. I am giving the female and enter the 10th percentage of 95, and here we need to specify the 10th as of central board or other board and center by specifying, and the class 12 percentage is of 78, and we need to specify the board as of central board or state board or other board central board, and the graduation percentage is of 82, and then we need to specify the graduation specialization as of science and technology and then click on the submit button. Here we get an result as of you are doing well, you will get placement. And by using the try again button, we will redirect back to this page. I am giving other details as male, class 10th percentage of 45 and giving the 10th board as other board and 12th percentage as of 52. And the 12th board is central board and the graduation percentage is of 73. And I'm selecting the graduation specialization as science and technology and then click on the submit button. Here it predicted as work hard, chances are less. And then click on the home page, and here we can redirect it to the heart disease, and here we need to fill those details to get predicted whether the person is having the heart disease or not. And specifying the name as of Sri and age as 21, and female I'm entering 0 and CP as 12, and resting blood pressure as of 147, and serum cholesterol is of 88, and the fasting blood pressure is of 134, and the resting electrocardiographic result is of 1, and the person's maximum heart rate achieved is of 172, and the exercise induced angina is of 1.2, and the old peak is of 1, and the slope of peak exercise ST segment is of 2, and the thalassemia is of 1, and calcium is of 1, and thalassemia is of 2. And then click on the submit button, and here we are getting an result of you are safe. The probability of having the disease is of 0.0%. And by using the try again button, here we can redirect the other details too. In this way, we are analyzing the comparative analysis of the different data sets on different machine learning algorithms. And in conclusion, our comprehensive comparative analysis of various machine learning algorithms across the hard, crop, and student data set has yielded the valuable insight. We observed that certain algorithms such as of SVM, random forest, excelled in handling the complex data structures like hot and the crop data set, while KNN classifier and the naive displayed the proficiency in the simpler data sets like student data. The results also showed the ensemble method like XGBoost and voting regressor exhibited the superior performance in the multiple scenarios. Understanding the strength and the weakness of these algorithms is vital for optimizing their implementation and the real-world applications.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects, please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.